السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Today we are beginning at تصغير, and تصغير and nasab are one of the complicated stuff, and there are so many rules for you to apply. So we'll try to, inshallah, simplify it, and we'll try to go slowly. So what is تصغير? تصغير is simple. I mean, the definition, making something diminutive, right? But the Arabs, they have a lot of rules to make something small. Uh, so, like Hassan, for example, 3 letters, Hassan. How do you make diminutive? You say Hussein, you add a ya in between. But things get complicated when it is 4 letters or 5 letters, and so on. So, let's learn about making something small. Tasghir. So, first we begin with this condition. أن يكون اسما. It should be a noun. This is important. فالفعل والحرف لا يصغران. Because fail verbs, like you cannot say ذهب, he went, you cannot say he's, you cannot make it small. And harf also min, ila, fi, you cannot make. So only nouns. That's obvious. Second, أن يكون معربا غير مبني. It should be معرب, not مبني. It should not be fixed like هذا. How do you make small هذا? No, you don't. فالضمائر مثل أنا وأنت وهو. الموصولات مثل الذي والتي، واسماء الإشارة مثل هذا وهذه لا يصغر منها شيء. Nothing is made small from these, diminutive from these. أنا أنت هو الذي التي هذا and هذه. Okay, it should be معرب. This is the second condition. أن يكون ما يراد تصغيره غير مصغر. فلا يصغر مثل كميت لأن المصغر لا يصغر. The third is, whatever you intend to diminish, to make it tasghir, it should not already be small. It should not already be small. Because, for example, kumait, he gives an example. Kumait, al-jam'u kumtun. Kumait is a small horse. Kumait. So you cannot already make it more small because it's already small. Like pony, what do you say small? So you cannot make it more small, like a small horse child. Kumayt also means maroon. أي لونه بين الأسود والأحمر أو الأحمر. So that is Kumayt, maroon color. So Kumayt is already on the pattern. So yeah, Kumayt is actually maroon. Maroon. So the word is already on the pattern of Fu'ail. Fu'ail pattern. So you won't make it small again. لأن المصغر لا يصغر. مصغر or مصغر لا يصغر. Because diminutive form cannot be made more diminutive. أن يكون الاسم قابلا للتصغير. It should be something which accepts تصغير. Like Allah's names, for example. You cannot make Allah's names small, diminutive. فلا تصغر أسماء الله. There's no وملائكة and angels also. وأنبياء and prophets. وكتب and his books. There's no diminutive form for that. لأنها معظمة. They're great. They're amazing. The معظم, تعظيم, respect, revered. والتصغير ينافيها. And when you do تصغير, diminutive, you are reducing the تعظيم of it. وكذلك لا تصغر جموع التكسير التي للكثرة. Similarly, broken plural which shows many للكسرة, you won't do it. Plurals also you won't do small. Okay, let's come to the awzan. What are its patterns, weights? للتصغير أوزان خاصة به. So I hope 4 are fine, right? It should be noun, it should be mu'adab, it should not already be tasghir. And fourth one is it should not be from the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and others. Now, للتصغير أوزان خاصة به تسمى الأوزان التصغيرية. They are called أوزان التصغير, يعني diminutive patterns. وهي فعيل, فعيل, and فعيعيل. It is what? فعيل, So just try to remember فعيل فعيل and فعيل. وهي تنتج, and it comes out, it is produced من ضم, or produced, it is formed من ضم الأول. Remember this. ضم الأول, first letter will get a ضمة, وفتح الثاني, and second letter will get a فتحة. See? فو وزيادة ياء ساكنة بعدها, and we add a ya after it. في الثلاثي, في الثلاثي here. فعي. So ضم الأول, فتح الثاني, ويا after that. وكسر ما بعد الياء في الرباعي, and we'll give a kasra after the ya in the 4-letter one, and we add a ya again. فإن كان ما قبل الآخر حرف لين قلب ياء. And if it is a حرف لين, that is alif and or wow, it will be changed into a ya. فتقول في تصغير كلب. So kalbun, how do you make tasghir? Give dhamma to the first letter, ku, and then second letter fatha, la, and then ya, and then ba, kulayb. A small dog is called what? Kulayb. Fu'ail, very simple. 3 letters are simple, no? Kalbun becomes kulayb. Ja'far. We want to say small Ja'far. Ja'far is a name, but well, Arabs have diminutive forms for names also, like out of love, or small Ja'far. So we say, how do you say? So give dhamma to the first letter. I'm going slowly because things will complicate. If a ya comes and this comes and alif comes, see, I mean the rules should have stopped here, but they keep going on and on for at least more 3 pages. Okay, so Ja'far, you'll give a dhamma to the first letter, fatha to the second, and then ya ju'ai fir, and ju'ai fir. Very simple. Ja'far will become ju'ai fir. وفي تصغير مصباح, a lamp. Now you want to say a small lamp. Okay, dhamma to the first, fatha musai, and then you added a ya here, ba, and the alif will change into a ya, musaybih. It'll become what? Musaybih. Intuitive, no? You can make it. Usfur. Sparrow. So usayfir. Okay, usayfir. Qindil. Qunaydil. A small lantern again. Qindil is also a lantern. Qunaydil. Qindil. Right? Candlesticks, lamp. وهذه الأوزان أو هذه الأوزان, and these patterns خاصة بباب التصغير, and they are specific for باب التصغير كما قلنا, like we said. وهذه الأوزان قد تختلف مع الأوزان الصرفية, and they will be different from the أوزان الصرفي, the صرفي morphological التي عرفناها من قبل, which we knew before, like مفعل, مفعيل, اسم الفاعل, اسم المفعول, and all those. فمثلا أحيمد وزنها التصغيري فعيل. Pattern is what? أحيمد أحمد. They want to say small Ahmad, so they say أحيمد. So dhamma to the first, fatha to the second, add a ya, and give a kasra if something comes. If it's an alif, change it into a ya, or harfulin, change it to a ya. So أحيمد. فعيل وزنها الصرفي أفيعل. And actual Sarfi pattern is Ufai, because you see a Hamza, no? Hamza. Because it's from Af'al, so we say Ufayil. But this is Tasghiri, so we say Fu'ayil. Okay, some goals for Tasghir. Why do you want to make Tasghir? Aghrad. Aghrad, some objectives. تقليل حجم المصغر. The reduction of the size of the musaghar, the thing means diminutive. كما في قولنا بجوار بلدتنا جبيل. And like, which is besides a country, Jubail, small mountain. Jubail Ahmar, red small mountain. وبها نهير, and it has a small river also, Nuhair. And Yadvi, this is should be Yadvi Mazari'aha, and it gives water, Rawa Yarvi. It gives water to its farms. وكما تقول, and like you say, غرست بجانب شجرة الكافور, and I sowed besides the Camphor, Shajaratul Kafur. Camphor tree, Shujaira, Vard. A small tree for rose. Uh, وعلى الغسين أسيفر يغرد. غسين. Oh, it's Ghusn. Small branch. Ghussain is a small branch. I was like, what is this Ghussain? It's for Fa'il pattern. Ghusn is actually a branch. And Ghussain, and on a small branch, Usayfir, there's a small sparrow or bird, Yaghridu, who's chirping. The bird's chirping. So ultimately, you're actually reducing the size of the thing. Small bird, small river, small mountain. That is one of the goals. تحقير شأن المصغر. So this is like metaphorically, like you're not actually reducing its size or its size, you are reducing its respect. كقولك, like your speech, دعك من هذا الشعير. دعك, I think leave yourself, maybe. دعك من هذا الشعير, from this small poet. He's not a شاعر. So شاعر, the alif was changed into wow. شاعر, فاعل. So it becomes شويعر, small poet. فهو لا يحسن الكلام, because he does not has good speech. وإنه سوينع غير متمكن من صنعته. He's a سوينع, he's a craftsman. صانع is the one who makes something. صنع, like made in India, it's called صنع, صنع في الهند. صانع, the one who makes something. He's a suwaina. He doesn't even, he cannot even create something. Suwaina. غير متمكن, and he's something who is not stable. Could say. متمكن. Tamakkana should be possible. So he's someone who is not proficient. Yeah, proficient is more correct. غير متمكن, proficient. من صنعته, in his craft. That is not a good. He creates something, but his poetry is not that good. So you're actually not respecting him and reducing his respect, or شوية calling him, insulting him. الدلالة على قرب الزمان. Another thing is the time is near. قرب الزمان. Something is very close. كقولك تعود الطيور إلى أعشاشها قبيل الغروب. The birds return to his عشاش, to their nests. Ash is also used. Nest. Nest is ushun. Ashash or ashash, it's plural. Nest. The birds return to their nest just before Maghrib. Just before Maghrib. So قبيل. So قبل المغرب, fine. Before Maghrib it could be anything, but you want to say just before Maghrib, you say قبيل. ووعدنا الإمام بعيد الصلاة. The Imam exhorted us just after Salah. واستيقظت قبيل الشروق. I woke up just before sunrise. So this is time also. Time, like diminuting here the time. The fourth is الدلالة على قرب المكان. The place is also very close. قريب, instead of using قريب, قريب. قريب بيتنا مسجد. Very close to our house is a masjid. وبعيد منزلنا, and little far, not بعيد جدا, يعني بعيد, little far from our house. صندوق البريد is the post office, post box. ومشيت أمس فويق الميل. I walked yesterday just above a mile. Just above a mile. So this is like time or place also. Fifth reason, تعظيم المصغر وتهويل أمره كقولك تعظيم المصغر. The thing is actually small, but the consequences are huge. So حول يهول used to horror, like frightening thing. تهويل with a ha. Tahwil is intimidating, frightening thing. Like ya laha min duwayhiya. And so duwayhiya are small things, small calamities, which become, duwayhiya. Duwayhiya is a small calamity, small. There are a lot of problems. There are a lot of problems. Duwayhiya. Daw, masdar dahana duwayhiya. Okay. So these small calamities which has asabatil qawm, small mishaps. That means they have accumulated themselves. They're called duwayhiya. Now, so these are small, but the consequences are big. Or tamlihul musaghar ka qawlika ya suwayhibi mata tazuruni. Sahib, your tamlih, you want to cajole them, you want to tell them after love. So that's called tamlih. Mallaha yumallihu, flatter. Or you want to say musaghar, he's small. So ya suwayhibi, ya sahibi is my companion, but he's your small friend. So ya suwayhibi, oh my dear friend, mata tazuruni, when will you visit me? Okay. Now, تصغير ما زاد على 4 أحرف. What is more than 4 letters? We learned only misbah with harfulin. See, misbah, mim, sad, ba, alif, ha. There are 5, but the second last is a alif. Usfur, ain, sad, fa, waw, ra. Waw, right? It's waw again. And qindil is also waw. But what if all the 4 letters are there? Like Ja'far, Ju'ayfir. إذا كان الاسم ثلاثيا أو رباعيا فلا يحذف منه شيء من حروفه عند تصغيره. Nothing is deleted from it. If it's 3 letters or 4 letters. سواء كان فيه حذف زائد أم كان كله أصولا. It doesn't matter if there's something which is extra or all of them are root letters. فمثلا أفضل. أفضل, the Hamza is extra, no? Masjid, Jawhar, wama shabahaha, and what is similar. So afdal, you can say ufaidil, who's virtuous but little bit more, little bit less. Masjid, musayjid, Jawhar, juwayhir. تصغر دون حذف شيء منها فيقال أفيدل, little virtuous. Musayjid, small masjid, and juwayhir, small Jawhar, how do you translate? Small gem, and Jawhar, small jewel. أما الخماس وما زاد عليه عند تصغيره يكتفى فيه ب4 أحرف فقط. So as for 5 letters, 5 letters, then only 4 are used. ويحذف ما عداها, and whatever is more than that or except it, you'll delete it. فنقول في تصغير سفرجل, a quince, fruit or something, سفرجل. So what you'll do? You will delete the lam. And it'll become Sin Fa Ra Jim. And then you'll give a Dhamma, this thing, then Ya after Sufai Ridge. It'll become what? Sufai Ridge, small quince. Andalib, Andalib, nightingale. So you'll chop this last letter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Unay Dil, you'll chop this also. I mean, yeah, you'll take 4. Unay Dil. Unaydil, small nightingale. Jahmarish. Jahmarish is an old woman, I believe. I'm not sure. Jahmarish. Jahmarish is very old woman, yes. Jahmarish. So what will you do here? You'll take the first 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll chop this. Juhaymir. Juhaymir. So when you see Juhaymir, you'll be like, what's this word? I'm not able to find dictionary here. It was actually from Jahmarish. إلا إذا كان الاسم خماسيا وقبل آخره حرف مد. Except it is 5 letters and we've seen before, no? فإنه يبقى عند التصغير إذا كان ياء فإنه يبقى عند التصغير إن كان ياء ويقلب ياء إن كان ألفا أو واوا. So ultimately ya will come. If it is ya, you'll keep it ya. Like we saw no قنديل and مصباح and عصفور, same thing. واوا كما ذلك في تصغير مثل قنديل ومصباح وعصفور. So قنديل you'll keep the ya. قنيديل قنيديل and مصباح will become مصيبيح. عصفور will become عصيفير. عصيفير like that. These are the conditions. So we learned 3 letters: Fa'il, Hassan, Hussein. 4 letters, just add a ya after the 3rd letter. Ju'ayfir, small Jafar. 5 letters, delete the letters unless it's an alif or a waw or a ya, huruful lin. Then convert into ya like these, Kindil. Or else you delete that letter. And Dalib is a classic example. So Unaydil. Unaydil is a small nightingale. Now comes istithna'at, exceptions. This is the qaida, and there are many exceptions. And don't worry if it's becoming heavy. When I first started learning this, I was like, this is too much. Too much. Don't worry, it will take time, inshallah, and we'll do exercises also, inshallah. Okay, exceptions, istithna'at عن القاعدة. عرفنا من قبل أنه إن زاد الاسم على 3 أحرف كسر ما بعد ياء التصغير فيه. If it is increased with more than 3 letters, the letter after ya gets a kasra, correct? Like Ja'far, Ju'ayfir. Far, fa, over there we are giving a kasra of Ju'ayfir. كما عرفنا أيضا إن زاد الاسم على 4 أحرف حذف الزائد عند تصغيره. If it is more than 4 letters, you'll delete it. Andalib, Anadil, or Unaydil. Anadil is the plural, by the way. ولكن هناك أشياء تستثنى من كل قاعدة. And there are things which there's an exception for every rule. من هاتين القاعدتين على نحو التالي. From the following rules, like following. ما يعامل معاملة الثلاثي. What is treated like 3 letters. Like Hassan, Hussein. 3 letters, made like 3 letters. When it will happen? يعامل الاسم معاملة الثلاثي في عدم كسر ما بعد ياء التصغير فيما يلي. You will not give a kasra after ya. When? إذا كان first one. So you'll not give a kasra after what? After the ya. When is the ya coming? The 3rd letter is a ya. And when you're making diminutive, Hussein, Husay, it'll all be fu'ai, fu'ai. So if it is a ta, there's an alamatu tani. It's feminine. Problem. For problem. Like shajara. Shajara. So what will you do? At-ta'ul marbuta, the sign is ta, or aliful maksura, or the ya without dots, or aliful mamduda, or the long ya. We talked about it, no? فَيُقَالُ فِي تَصْغِيرِ الشَّجَرَةِ. Now first, if you just remember the previous rules, okay, let's count the letters. Shin, Jim, Ra, Ta. Ta, 4 letters, no? So let's say Shujayri Tun. Shujayri Tun. You have to give a kasra to the Ra, no? But they don't give a kasra, it'll become Shujayrah. Because it's a ta, no? It's more easier to pronounce. Shujayrah, small. Wawardatun, small rose. Oh, Wardatun is rose. Warda. So Wuraidah will become with a fatha. Now we'll give a fatha because it's a ta. Hubla, pregnant. Some small pregnant, some small animals pregnant or something. So Hubayla, small pregnancy. Hamra'u, red. How do you say? A'u has come, no? Alif mamduda has come. So Humayra, small red one, female. Ahmar, female is Hamra. And Humayra was the name of Aisha Radhalana also, no? From what I know. Humayra, the red one, small one, Humayra. We'll leave it like, ultimately what we are doing is we are leaving it like that. Shujayrah. Humaira, and Hubayla. Fine. So this is an exception. You'll not give a kasra. You'll give a fatha and leave it like that. Obviously, this is it makes sense, inshallah. Next. So when you're counting the letters, you have to see if it is feminine, then you cannot apply the kasra rule. Second, إذا كان الاسم مجموعا جمع قلة على وزن أفعال. It is on the pattern of أفعال. Second exception. أحمال, أفراس, حمل burdens or some burdens, weight. أفراس, faras, horses. أصحاب, companions. If تصغر, you'll make diminutive. على أحيمال. What? Why أحيمال? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it should have actually become uhaymil. Correct? Uhaymil, because alif will change into a ya, no? Like qindil, kunaydil, or misbah, for example. Misbah. So you don't say musaybah. You don't do that. You say musaybih. Similarly, this should have become uhaymil. But because this is a pattern of jamu qilla, we talked about last time, no? Jamu qilla and the sigha, jumul qilla, there are 4 patterns. Af'ila, fi'la, af'ul, af'al, and fi'la. Af and fi'l. So af'al is the third pattern which we learned on page 53. Similarly, because this is a pattern which is showing a plural, we cannot change it, no? Obviously. So what we'll do is we'll leave it like that. Ufay. So this will become ufay'al. Ahmal will become uhaymal. Small burdens. Ufayras. Usayhab. Ashab, small companions, will call usayhab. Fine. إذا كان الاسم, so anytime you see this pattern, this rule should apply. And it should be a plural anyways. إذا كان الاسم مختوما بالألف دون زائدتين ونون زائدتين. It ends with آنو. Alif and Noon. Uthman. Nu'man. Hamdan. It should be extra. Remember, zaidatain is important. It should not be part of it. Salman, Hamdan. فتصغيرها Uthayman. Uthayman, not Uthaymin. Huh? Uthaymin, I don't know how it was found, but literal rule is it should be on the pattern of Uthayman. Ibn Uthaymin, rahimahullah. But this should be Uthayman. Small Usman. Nu'man, Nu'ayman. Hamdan, Humaydan. Salman, Sulaiman. Sulaiman, you know Sulaiman. It was formed from Salman. And so this is Anu. The ending is Alif and Nun Zaida. ويشترط في مثل هذا الاسم ألا يكون جمعه على فعال. But there's another condition. The plural should not be on the pattern of فعالين. مثل سرحان and Sultan. I don't know what Sirhan means. Wolves. Oh, wolves. Sarahin. So the plural is Sirhan is a wolf. Sirhan. Dhi'bun is also a wolf. Sirhan. So and the plural is Sarahin. So Arabs are like, wait a second. You're putting ya in the plural. So why should we not put it in, this thing in the diminutive? So they were like, fine, we'll put it. Surayhin. Khalas, change the alif to ya. Here we were not touching it. Uthayman. But here it becomes Surayhin. Because plurals, you're anyways putting a ya. How dare you not say we should not touch the alif and this, that. Well, Surayhin. Khalas. Similarly, Sultan. Leader, king. So, okay, Sultan, plural is Salatin. You change it already into ya in the plurals. Fine. So, small king. Sulaytin. Sulaytin. So many rules, no? All right. Don't worry, inshallah. I mean, so practically speaking, they don't come. So, because لأن جمعها, because it's plural, is Sarahin and Salatin. So, ultimately, what is this? ما يعامل معاملة الثلاثي. It is treated like 3 letters. 3 letters. That means we don't delete anything. You keep everything. And we learned if it is a ta, you keep it like that. If it is a fa'al pattern, you keep it like that. and it is on the pattern of alif and noon, which is extra, you keep it like that. Unless the plural is already taking a ya, you can change it. Take a break if it's becoming too heavy. But this is the first time you're learning, so anything will be heavy itself. You'll treat it like 4 letters. يعامل الاسم يعامل الاسم معاملة الرباعي فلا يحذف منه شيء. There's nothing deleted, 4 letters also. In the تصغير في حالات الآتية, in the following matters. So these are, we are learning exceptions. Till now, if you go back, we've learned the qawaid. What were the qawaid? Fu'ayil, fu'ayil, and fu'ayil. Give dhamma to the first, fatha to the second, then add a ya, and the next letter gets a kasra, if there is any. But these are exceptions. If it has a ta, problem. If it is af'al pattern, it's a problem. If it is alif and noon extra, it's a problem. Similarly here, إذا كان مختوما بالتاء التانيث أو ألف الممدودة. Like madrasa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 5 letters, no? But it's treated like this thing. Hanzala, it's a name, Hanzala. Khunfusa, Alif al-Mamduda. There's only 2 now. There's no the Alif Maksura, Alif Mamduda or Ta'ut Tanith. Wa Khunfusa. I don't know what Khunfusa and all these mean. What is Khunfusa? Scarabs. Khunfus or dung beetles. Some insects. Beetles. Scarabs. And then singular is khunfus, plural is khunfusa. Khurfusa. This also seems like insects. Khurfusa is like squatting position. Sitting. Squat. Squatting, sitting down. Very commonly to sit down. But you're actually not sitting down, but you're not fully seated also. You're not standing also. Squatting. Yusaqadu ala. So, okay. A general rule, if you don't know all these rules, you'll say mad, mudai, risa. Yeah, mudai, risa. Yeah. But mudai, risa, same thing. Ultimately, this is a similar rule which is before the ta marbuta shajara, sheen, jim, ra, ta. Yeah, there are 4 letters before the ta. So mudai, risa. And khunfasa and hunaydila. Hunaydila. Okay. You can give a kasra, so it's fine. And then khunayfisa, khunfusa, it become khunay, small beetle, and khunayfisa, small squatting position. Okay, anyways, khurfus, to squat. Fine, this is same as feminine, there's no problem. إذا كان مختوما بعلامة تثنية أو جمع التذكير أو جمع التانيث. Now something is ending with duals or plurals, or there's a sign alif tanis, jamu tanis, alif and ta, fataqulu sha'irani. How do you make this thing? Sha'iran. Sheen, alif, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters. Katibuna, you want to say these all writers are small writers. They don't know how to write anything. But katibat, female writers. Female writers also small ones. So how do you say, okay, let's try sha. First letter dhamma, first dhamma, second letter will change the alif into a waw. Shuwai Rina, Shuwai Rina. But we cannot delete this though. So we say Shuwairan, Shuwairan, because alif cannot be changed into a ya. And same thing, this waw noon, you can't delete it. So Kuwaitibuna, Kuwaitibuna, small writers. And then katibat, you say kuwaitibats. Because these are alamats, these are signs, you cannot delete them. So you leave it like that. فإذا كان مكتوبا بألف النون زائدتين. Alif and noon extra. So you have to keep the alif and noon. So it becomes zu'ayfiran for za'faran. Saffron, so something which is a small saffron. Saffron color. Like orange, no? And then Suljan is a golf club. So small golf club. Golf club, a polo mallet. صلجان. إذا كان مركبا مزجيا مثل بعيلبك بتصغير بعلبك. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 letters. You'll not delete here because you might be assuming, oh, this is 5 letters, so let's delete it. No. So بعلبك is a mixture, is a name. It's called مركبا مزجيا, a mixed مركب. بعلبك. So we say بولعي. So بوعيلي بك. بوعيلي بك. Okay. This is fine. These are exceptions. Now, more rules. تصغير ما ثانيه حرف علة. Inshallah, we'll finish this and review this next class from the starting itself because there's so many rules. No? Inshallah, a review will help us. Inshallah ta'ala. What is a harfu illa? ألف or يا أو واو or يا. ينقسم ما ثانيه حرف علة عند تصغير إلى 3 أقسام. The second letter is a harfu illa. It is divided into 3 types. نفصل القول فيها فيما يلي. We'll explain in detail what follows. قسم يبقى فيه حرف اللين كما هو, where a حرف اللين is remaining. وهو مكان ثانيه حرف لين أصليا. It is a حرف لين which is original root letter. مثل سيف أو problem. سيف, بيت, problem. ثوب, dress. أو second letter is about problem. عود, stick. فيقال في تصغيرها. So this is an original letter. How do you know that? Well, through practice and all that. So small sword is called suyayf, and bait is buyait. Thawb is thuwaib. We'll leave it like that. And oud is uwaid. So original, leave it like that. This is original. قسم يرد فيه اللين إلى أصله, and second is لين إلى أصله, which is harfu lin, but it goes to the original letter is something else. وهو مكان ثانيه حرف لين منقلبا عن حرف لين. It is a حرف لين which has been changed to a حرف لين. آخر مثل قيمة قويمة. So it will become قويمة. Because this ya is actually a wow, qawm, qaf, wow, and meme. I mean, how do you know this? Well, we have to search in the dictionaries, but babun, this alif is not original. Because in the plural you can see, abwab. Where's the wow coming from? Because it's actually a wow. You can see from plurals. So when you say bab, this is an alif, so you have to change it to a wow, so it'll become buwaib. Taj, in the plurals you can see, so it becomes tuwaid, small crown. Ghar, cave, ghuwair. Mal, you can see in the plural amwal, so it's a wow. Mobile, you'll bring it back, return to its original. Muqin is actually muy, it's a ya, so you say muyayqin. Muyaysir, the one musir, the one who, when you give a debt, well-to-do person. Musir is the well, and muqin is the one who's certain, convinced. Mune', one who prevents. Mane, mune'. So we'll go back to the ya. So it'll become mu'ayni'. Third is قسم يقلب فيه اللين واوا وهو 3 أشياء. It'll change into واو. إذا كان حرف اللين منقلبا عن حمزة. If it is Hamza, it'll change to واو. مثل آدم. Adam was actually أقدم. الذي أصله أقدم. Because 2 Hamzas come. We learned this rule, no? 2 Hamzas come, so you'll give mad. فَيُصَغَّرُ عَلَى أُوَيْدِمْ. You'll change into wow. So Hamza change into wow. Wow. Because if you bring back the original, it's actually it's a Hamza, so you cannot say Uwaidim. أؤيدم. It's so difficult to pronounce, so they made it wow. إذا كان حرف اللين زائدا, if it's extra, like for example ضارب, extra anyways change into a wow. دويرب, the small hitter. Salim, who's safe, so سويلم, small safe, so something which is little safe. إذا كان حرف اللين مجهول الأصل, we don't know the asl, so still you'll do it. Like aj, we don't know, they're saying, so it becomes wow. Wage, sob, suwaib. I don't know what suwaib means, but something. Sob. Youthful. Oh, okay. Or to be afflicted. Sob, sobi, sob. Youthful. Zan, Zuwain. That is to decorate something. So Zuwain. تصغير المؤنث خالي من العلة, which does not have any sign. إذا صغر الاسم المؤنث الخالي من العلامات التانيث تلحق تاء التانيث إذا كان ثلاثيا أصلا. So there's something feminine, this does not have a ta. So when you make diminutive, you have to add a ta. أو حالا, فمثال ما هو ثلاثي في الأصل, it is three, originally three, or presently three. Kalimatu yadun. Yadun is only two letters, no? But it is feminine because body parts which are two are feminine. إذ أصلها يدي, it was with a ya, or يدي, فتصغر على يدي, small hand, just a small hand, يدي. And so the ya will come back and we give a ta. ومثال ما هو ثلاثي حالا دار, dar. So you'll change into duwayrah. Dar will become duwayrah, small house. Udhunun, ear. So this is feminine without any sign. Dar is also feminine. Udhunun. So udayna. Nar, fire. So nuwayrah, the alif will change into wow. So nuwayrah. Rijlun, rujayla. Leg. Hindun, hunayda. Da'ad. Da'ad is a moth or something. Duwaida. Ard, urayda. These are feminine without any alamat. Ain, eye, uyayna. Small eye. Uyayna. Ibn Uyayna. Sufyan ibn Uyayna. Small eye. So a lot of rules. What are we doing? We are talking about diminutive when there's a harful leen in between, right? We talked about that. Now, words which are feminine but there's no alamat in it. So you'll do ta'ut tanith in kana sulathiyan aslan aw halan. You will add a ta also. Because when you're making diminutive, you should add a ta. What will we do if one of the root letters are deleted? ولا يخلو من أن يكون ما تبقى منه على ثلاثة أحرف أو أقل ولكل من الأمرين. It is not empty. That is the situation will happen. من أن يكون ما تبقى منه على ثلاثة. If it remaining three letters. أو أقل or less than that or less than that. ولكل من الأمرين حكم يخصه على النحو التالي. And for everything, there's a rule. So something is deleted, three letters are remaining. Something is deleted, only two letters. So إذا كان الباقي على ثلاثة أحرف فلا يرد المحذوف مثل تصغير. So the deleted thing is not brought back like قادٍ. So you change the alif to a wow, it'll become قويض, small judge, ساعٍ, striving. So سويع, هادٍ, guide. So it'll become هويد. You'll not bring it because it's three letters, no problem. Then إذا كان الباقي على حرفين يرد المحذوف. The deleted thing letters brought back. مثل تصغير أبٌ. Abun, you'll say ubay. Because it was actually abava with a vav. Akhun is also like that. So two ya, vav and ya come together, they'll change it to ubay. Akhun, ukhay, small brother. ومثل تصغير يد على يدية or يدية كما سبق. Like يدية also. Last thing which we are learning is plurals. لا تصغر الجموع على لفظها دائما. It is not made ولكنها تنقسم إلى ثلاثة أقسام. For plurals what we'll do جموع التقصير للقلة تصغر على لفظها مثل أطعمة. On its same word you'll do it. So you say أطيعمة جمع قلة. Small food أرجل legs أريجل أريجل أفراس. We learned this no. أفيراس أفعال pattern. And then فتية فتية small group small young man فتية. جموع التكسير للكثرة يصغر المفرد منها you'll make it مفرد ثم يجمع المصغر بالواو والنون. Then what you'll do is you'll take the مصغر بالواو والنون إن كان لمذكر عاقل if it was عاقل أو بألف التاء if it was مؤنث أو مذكر لغير عاقل. For example ركبان. So what you'll do is this is كثرة no passengers ركبان ركبان راكب ركبان ركاب ركبان. So what you'll do take the singular. So what is راكب روايكب روايكب. You'll make diminutive of the راكب روايكب and then add a vowel no روايكبون. جعفر جعافر. So جعافر is already plural. So you say جعفر جعيفر and then جعيفرون small جعفر's. غلمان so غليمون. You want to make plural. So you'll go to غلمان غلام and then غليم and then add a vowel noon غليم. صناع. So you'll go to صانع سوينع سوينعون. Ultimately go back to the singular. كتب. So kitab. You want to say small book. So كتيب كتيبو كتيبات. You'll add alif ta if it's غير عقل. غرف rooms. So غرفة غريفة غريفات small rooms are called غريفات. جمع المذكر سالم ومؤنث سالم يصغران على لفظهما. or مذكر سالم and مؤنث سالم you'll make it on this on the word. So كاتب كاتبون you want to say small writers. So كويتبون كويتبون. مسلمات. So مسيلمات مسيلمات. This is what we've learned. Alhamdulillah. We will practice, we will read them again, all these rules next class so that we review on the main points and its patterns. Inshallah, quick review. And then we will do the exercises. We'll do the exercise. A lot of rules when it's plural, when a ya comes, when it is on these patterns, when there are exceptions, when there are 3 letters, 4 letters, 5 letters, you'll delete it. Lot of rules. Inshallah, we'll practice them in our next class. Barakallahu feekum. Jazakallahu khairan. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.